Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio everybody. What is going on? It is Galeriot here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Memoria Chronicle video. And today, we have the update and maintenance notice for the anniversary tomorrow. And of course, with that, we also have a launch time / release time for the anniversary, along with all the things that are going to be coming as part of the anniversary. Now, of course, if you guys going to enjoy this video, remember to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more content, and let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that's coming up in the anniversary, including, of course, if you have any questions regarding what's coming up as well, and an explanation on exactly what's coming up. Let me know in the comment section down below as well. I will try my best to answer those questions. Now, in this video, we're of course going to go over the release time primarily so that you guys get an idea on when it will be releasing for you guys and your time zones, of course, right? Because time zones are a bit of a mess, you know. Not everybody is able to get an idea on when it's going to be releasing for them, even though Google is a fantastic thing, of course, right? And it's been present in our world since the early 2000s and late 90s. People still tend to forget that it actually can help you out massively, but no, don't worry about it. I will tell you guys the time zones. I'm just doing a little bit of sarcasm there and a little bit of a joke there, basically, because everybody ends up just asking, oh, what time is it for me, and so on and so forth. A little bit of a joke there. But yeah, we're gonna go over all the time zones that I can cover, of course, in this video. I'm not gonna go over every single time zone, but I'll try and tackle the time zones that I think are the most important ones for us to take a look at, of course, right? Along with that, I want to take a look at all the stuff that's going to be dropping tomorrow as well. Stuff like Abyss Exploration, is that confirmed? Of course, along with the fact that we're going to be getting, you know, potential updates and quality of life feature updates, right? For example, we've been talking about, you know, these upgrade quests over here, right? The if you go over to our daily quests and you go over to upgrade quests, right? This specific quest you can't skip at all. It's the only thing you realistically can't skip in the game, which you farm, right? And so it's quite frustrating because 3 attempts, you know, it would make life so much quicker in terms of your dailies and your daily routine, rather than spending like probably what is about 3 to 4 minutes extra basically trying to do each stage, right? You can immediately just skip and do it. So I want to see if that's actually confirmed for tomorrow's update or not. Okay, that was a bit weird, but I want to see if that's confirmed or not, and obviously check out what else is going to be coming as part of the update and maintenance as well. So let's check it out. Let's see what's coming up, of course, right? Thank you for continuously enjoying Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, Danmachi Memoria Chronicle. It is a game update. There will be a maintenance during the schedule below. After this maintenance, you'll need to download new data. We recommend downloading over a Wi-Fi connection. As per usual, this is the standard dialogue that every game gives whenever there's a lot of data to download. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your cooperation. Now, the maintenance schedule should start, and they've said the time is tentative. The end time is tentative. It goes from 10 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. UTC +9, which is JST, of course. That's the Japanese Standard Time. So for me, right, this is my time zone. This should be 2 a.m. in the morning to 7 a.m. in the morning. That is UK time. UK time, it should start at 2 a.m., the maintenance, and end at 7 a.m. in the morning. Now, of course, the maintenance might get extended. The maintenance might end early. More often than not, we've seen the maintenance, well, recently, I feel it's either ended on time or a little bit before time even as well. So I wouldn't be surprised that depending on the situation that the maintenance ends on time. But because it's the anniversary update and there's going to be probably a lot of stuff that they're adding, right, or changing up, right? Obviously, we know the gacha system is changing. We know Abyss Exploration is coming potentially immediately right after the maintenance, right? We know that they're going to be adjusting and improving the game's quality of life features, ability board adjustments, and so on and so forth. I think, you know, it is very likely that the maintenance might get extended. So just keep that in mind when you're going into the maintenance, that this will be something that might start later than what they're saying it will start at. So instead of 7 a.m. UK time, it might start at 10 a.m. UK time, potentially. This is a big potentially. We'll have to wait and see, of course, and figure out whether or not they're gonna have to extend it or not. It is not impossible that they will extend it, by the way. It is not impossible that they will extend it. Now, for other time zones, to give you guys an idea on the other time zones, if you take a look at it in terms of East Coast time, Eastern Standard Time, that would be, if I'm not mistaken, I'm having to do the mental math in my head basically, because, you know, it becomes a bit tricky in that sense. But if I'm not mistaken, that should be around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all the way until effectively what is 2 a.m. in the morning for the East Coast. So keep that in mind. That is your East Coast time. For the Pacific time zone, that would be around 6 p.m. PST all the way until 11 p.m. PST. So basically, if you're Pacific or west of that, so Hawaii or something, right? The maintenance and everything should start and end today. If you're East Coast and eastwards, so Europe, Asia, Africa, wherever you may be, otherwise, it will be tomorrow morning. The game will go live tomorrow morning for y'all. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at it somewhere in, let's say, India time zone, I'm going to give India as an example because it'll be easy to, you know, kind of do it in a central location between Europe and, of course, Japan, right? It's plus 4.5 hours from me, basically. So it would basically start, the maintenance would start at about 5:30 in the morning, 6:30 a.m., and go all the way until 11:30 a.m. So basically that's India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, around that sort of region, basically, effectively. Dubai, UAE would be a little bit earlier than that, about an hour and a half difference, I think it is, or an hour difference it is. So that would be about 5 a.m. in the morning all the way until 10 a.m. If you go further east to like Malaysia, Singapore and stuff like that, it would be at around 9 a.m. in the morning, 8 a.m. in the morning when the maintenance would start and end at about effectively 1 p.m., 2 p.m. So effectively, the maintenance will start in the morning tomorrow and end in the afternoon for those living in Asia. Just for the record, that's how it's going to be. For Europe, it'll start super early in the morning and end early-ish in the morning, around 7 to 9 a.m. in the morning. If you're looking at, of course, the East Coast and Pacific time zones, they'll start in the evening time and end early in the morning, basically, or late, very late at night. So keep that in mind. Those are the time zones. Hopefully, you guys could get an idea of all the time zones. I had to just do the mental math in my head. I actually had no paperwork in my hand. So, of course, let me know if I was right or wrong with my time zones. Just for the record, once again, to reiterate my time zone so that you guys can convert it easily as well. 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the morning, UK time is when this maintenance should happen. It should happen around that time. Alright, anyways, let's carry on with the update contents themselves and see what's coming up. So, first anniversary event, Diva Harmonia Part 1 is live. So, keep this in mind. This is part 1. Part 1 goes from now until the 11th of September. 11th of September is when they're going to do another maintenance and they're going to do part 2 from that day onwards. There is a very, very good chance that there might be more units releasing in part 2. So what I would recommend is to save your Selas a little bit. Obviously summon for what you like. Obviously if Harmonia and Aphrodite are coming in part 1, I do think there's a very good chance we see more units in part 2, potentially a new Hestia. Like I'm still maintaining, I'm surprised we haven't seen a new Hestia. I think a new Hestia might be coming in part 2, so keep that in mind, of course, right? New content, official version of Abyssal Exploration begins. Volume 1 first anniversary celebration re-release gacha is live. So Abyssal Exploration we kind of knew was coming up. That's not too surprising there. We've obviously done the beta version. You guys can go and check it out. I've made a couple of videos about it. I've done some streams as well for it. Obviously being able to do the official version and seeing what they're introducing and changing up is going to be very interesting, of course, right? Now for the first anniversary celebration re-release gacha, if I'm not mistaken, from the top of my head, it'll feature the Halloween units and the New Year's units. If I'm not mistaken, it'll feature Water Lafia, Halloween Ryu, Halloween Cassandra, and so on and so forth. It's not the worst banner on the planet, especially with Water Lafia, but I would probably say, of course, with the anniversary units, their priority. And I would say the other re-release gachas that are going to be coming up, the likes of Earth Bell, Valentine's, and so on and so forth, that's probably going to be a little bit better for you guys, to be honest. So keep that in mind. Part 1 Dawn Crow Festival as well. Now, this is, I don't know what this is, to be quite honest. I assume this is the anniversary celebration. One thing I actually want to do is check out the JP version of the update contents and stuff to just check exactly what they if the translations are right, or if there's something a little bit iffy about it, you know. Maybe there might be something a little bit iffy in the translation they're doing. No, they're calling it a Dawn Crow Festival. So I assume it's got to be something to do with, the missions and the, rewards we're going to be getting and so on and so forth. That's my expectation, is that that's what Dawn Crow Festival is, right? We'll have to wait and see if I'm right or wrong on that part, but I assume it's got to be that basically. It's got to be the celebration. It's got to be basically the campaigns and stuff that we're going to be getting. I assume so. We'll have to wait and see. But the thing is, on the JP version, right, I'm looking at it right now, right? If I show you guys the JP website, right, they're calling it the first anniversary campaign. The festival thing is a little bit different, it feels like. So again, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they've just named it the Dawn Crow Festival, but they're calling it they're calling it a campaign technically as well. It's interchanging words. We'll have to wait and see. But I assume it's just going to be the new missions and stuff like that that we will get in the mission tab, and of course in the exchange shops and stuff, right? Things that we can do and utilize in the event, right? So we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the shop is also getting updated as well. We're going to be getting revamped packs, including, of course, more bonuses as well. And then along with that, some major packs as well. Some of those packs look really good. So we'll have to wait and see on that front as well. Now, in terms of the scheduled adjustments as well, we have improvement of certain features. We'll have to see what those certain features are, of course, right? Adjustments so that high rarity battle items drop in story quests. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting because, of course, right now we can only get rare SR and SSR items in the story quest. So if they add UR items or potentially items that we can no longer farm, like the Goliath robe or the event items, that will be really good. That will be very, very nice, especially on very hard and stuff. I think that'll make it more worth it to do very hard, because right now, to be quite honest, right, a lot of us players, right, because of the lack of value in the very hard runs, because there's no real point in it, we have enough of these Falnas and stuff, and we've got enough of these potions and stuff, right? It doesn't make sense to do the very hard stages. So instead, we just stick to doing the normal stages again and again and again. And I think they might have recognized that. And as a result, they're planning on adding more battle items. Of course, I think the other reason why they're adding more battle items in the story quest is also because, of course, of the fact that now we can equip 3 battle items and not just 1 on units as well, right? So allowing us to get more battle items is going to be very significant for sure, for sure. Adjustments to allow skipping of certain upgrade quests. So they've mentioned it here. Certain upgrade quests. I think the only one we will not be allowed to skip is probably going to be the Valis one. I think that is going to be the one that we will not be able to skip, because the Valis one is something where it depends on how many enemies you defeat, to which you get a certain amount of Valis, right? Depending on how many enemies you defeat. So I think they might have not been able to, make an average of it or get our best run maybe as a result of that. They've decided that you can't skip that one, but you can skip the other ones, which I am okay with. I think that is absolutely fine. I'm okay with not being able to skip one quest of the whole week, to be quite honest. I'm okay with that. Y'all can let me know your thoughts on that front, but I don't think it's a big difference in all honesty otherwise. Certain issue fixes, certain text corrections, that's all well and good. I'm very much looking forward to, of course, the anniversary tomorrow morning. I will not be able to make a video or go live immediately when the anniversary does start, unfortunately. Work comes first, of course, right? And I go into work at around 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And so, unfortunately, with the anniversary starting at 7 a.m. my time, I won't be live. But, of course, in the evening, we will be live for, obviously, the anniversary shenanigans and, of course, some summons as well. I will be making videos before we go live as well. So, of course, don't worry, there will be content coming out tomorrow. It'll just be a little bit later than what you might expect it to be. Of course, if you guys went on to enjoy this video and you go on to enjoy all my other content as well, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for watching more stuff as well. It would be truly appreciated. And of course, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section below if you have anything to add in terms of, the update contents and of course the time zones and everything. I'll try my best to answer those questions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, take it easy, everybody. Bye bye.